Here's one of the biggest differences between real estate investing and real estate development. Investors often buy value. Developers create it. Buy a rental property. You're buying an existing asset and it's cash flow. Flip a house. You're improving an existing use. Buy an apartment building and renovate the units. You're adding value. All great ways to invest in real estate. But development is different. Development creates or recreates value that wasn't there before. Take Longfellow NewSchool. I didn't buy a stabilized apartment building with tenants and cash flow. I bought a vacant, obsolete school sitting on more than 6 acres in Pontiac, Michigan. The opportunity wasn't in what the property was. It was in what it could become. Housing, commercial space, new construction, and underutilized property transform into a productive asset serving the surrounding community. But here's the catch. Anybody can imagine what a property could become. The developer has to figure out whether it actually be done. Can I control it? Can I get it approved? Can I finance it? Can I build it? And when I'm done, did I create more value than it cost me to create in the first place? That's development. And this week, I'm going to use Longfellow as a real-world case study to show you how that actually works. Next, how do developers identify an opportunity in the first place? Last vid short, I told you developers create value. So today, let's make that practical. How do you identify a development opportunity? When I'm looking at or for a property, I start with 5 basic questions. 1, plan. What and or where am I looking to develop or redevelop? It's best to know both, but you need at least one to start. If you know what but not where, you got a place to start. If you know where but not what, you got a place to start. If you know what and where, well, you're ahead of the game. 2, property. If I know what I'm looking to develop, what kind of property do I need to make that happen? Vacant land, an existing building, with acreage, without acreage, utilities, access, physical conditions. What do I actually need to work with? 3, market. If I know where I want to develop, what does that market actually need? Housing, commercial, industrial? What's the supply and demand? What are the local sales and lease comps? Is there actually a market for what I'm envisioning? 4, zoning. Now start connecting what with where. Zoning maps can quickly narrow your options to a limited number of possibilities, which can be a good or bad thing. Where in this market can I develop what I want to develop? And where might I reasonably be able to get my proposed project approved? 5, feasibility. And I break this into 3 buckets. A, physical feasibility. Can the site or building actually accommodate what I'm envisioning? Does zoning permit or potentially permit my use? B, practical feasibility. Is the seller real and reasonable? Can a deal actually be made? Is this a developer-friendly municipality? What are my chances of getting approved? And who can help me get the deal and the approvals done? C, financial feasibility. If I can develop it, should I? What will it cost? What might it be worth? What revenue can it generate? Is there enough margin to justify the risk? And is the deal attractive enough for equity investors and safe enough for debt lenders? That's how you start looking at something like Longfellow differently. Other people might see a vacant old school. I see an existing building, acreage, a good location, strong and growing housing demand, and an adaptive reuse opportunity, and room for additional development. But remember, an interesting property isn't necessarily a development opportunity. You have to test the vision against reality. Plan, property, market,